Alright everybody, back with another game with version 2.0, ban-resistant green Stompy. This is a pretty medium hand. We are on the draw, we've got some lands. If we draw into a 2-drop or just some more 1-drops, I feel pretty good about it, so I'm going to keep. No idea what we're playing against, so. Alright, mono red. Not sure if this is the best mono red hand. Basically, they wild slash our Pelt Collector. We are in trouble. And you know what? I have a feeling that's what we're about to see. I don't really want to trade with the Bomat right now. I don't think I'm going to even get the option. Oh, I am going to get the option. This is tough. Do I trade and keep them from being able to crew? Ah, they're not even going to let me. Okay. So they must not have a big creature-heavy hand. If I pump, I only get a 3/3. That would trade. I'll offer the trade here. I would gladly trade with the Smuggler's Copter. Smuggler's Copter, another card that would probably be pretty good in this deck, but, you know, might get banned. Also, a 3/3 flyer. My deck goes a lot bigger, a lot faster, so not sure if it's exactly what you want to do. I feel okay about how this is starting. I mean, they get 1 loot off, which is fine, but they don't have Smuggler's Copter. They could easily kill my Mystic and get rid of a burn spell, as long as it doesn't go to my face. Next turn, I'm going to have a 4/4. I will gladly give them a 4/4. It's going to be really hard for them to deal with, and the more creatures I play, just the more out of range it's going to be. I don't think they main deck Roast or what's that other card? Lava Coil. Okay, that's fine. So our Elf is going to stay alive, which is awesome. That means next turn we can Yorvo and have Aspect of Hydra mana out, which is going to be awesome. We can make our Yorvo enormous. There's no way we're going to not trade. Or, yeah, not even trade. There's no way we're not going to be able to eat something. So I could play a Pelt Collector here, make the Yorvo even bigger. But I think I'd rather make the safe play here. I really want to keep this Yorvo alive, because the bigger this thing gets, the better it's going to be against mono red. Unfortunately, they're going to be able to attack a lot in this sky where there's nothing I can do about. Our opponent is playing very conservatively for mono red, but they're probably doing the right move here. Nothing I can do. Nylea would be a good draw. Give my Yorvo trample. All right, lighting up the stage. Just 2 mounds, okay. That's fine. I'd rather have them draw lands than gas. All right, 1 card in hand. Experiment 1. So let's go Experiment 1. Make my Yorvo bigger. Pelt Collector. Make my Yorvo bigger. I need to start getting damage in, so. Because by doing this, eventually we might have a chance to kind of alpha strike Aspect of Hydra for 1,000,000. Even now, we can pretty much block anything. Give it a ton of damage. Ideally, we'd pump something like the Elvish Mystic or the Experiment 1, because when those die, it'll trigger our Pelt Collector, make it a little bigger. Okay, our opponent's still playing conservatively, just trying to get some more gas, try to get some good removal. Aspect of Hydra is pretty good in this matchup. It keeps our creatures bigger than the burn removal. Still can't block. Avatar the Resolute would be pretty good right now. It would come down as a 4/3. Unfortunately, that would trade without a pump spell, but actually, if it comes in, yeah, it would come in as a 4/3. If we had 2 more cards, something to give my creatures a big pump. All right, doubling up on the copters here. It's actually probably one of the better draws for them. Speaking of the Avatar, all right, let's go. Avatar the Resolute. Avatar the Resolute has Trample, which is huge. Next turn, we can trample through with an Avatar for a ton of damage. So they could block here with something red, maybe throw a burn spell at Yorvo, really shrink him down because of Soulscar Mage, but good part about him, he serves a lot of purposes in the deck. He's just an enormous threat. He provides 3 devotion for our Aspect of Hydras. And yeah, he's just a solid guy overall. All right, so he's Wizard's Lightninging. So even if I pump it here, it's going to die because it's going to get minus counters. So rest in peace, my friend. And I'm 1 point of damage away from killing them right now if I use Aspect of Hydra. So they got 1 card in hand again. 2 scooters. 1, 2, 3. If I draw a land next turn, I can hash up Oasis and Aspect of Hydra. Make a couple creatures pretty big. Another Avatar would be pretty crazy. It would come down with 3 counters on it. Be a 6/5. So they're playing like a wizard? Like a mono red wizard burn, I guess, is it's the only creature type I can yeah, or weird. Huh. All right. What's that card? The I forget whatever it's called. Something weird. So much value. All right, so this is kind of our turning point here. Ooh, that might have done it. All right, so they're going to be able to... They only have 1 card in hand. I think no matter what, this is it. Pump this. They could respond with a burn spell, and then we respond with another Aspect of Hydra. I don't know. I think no matter what, we got it. So now I'm wondering if we should bring in some kind of artifact removal, considering they're running probably 8. So I'm doing 11 here. All right, there we go. So when we need it, we drew the key piece here. So there's a lot of options. Pretty much anything that can gain us life is good. Aspect of Hydra, you just saw put in a lot of work. Big blockers are good. Even bigger blockers are good. I mean, everything kind of seems powerful in this matchup. I'm trying to think what isn't great. I mean, elves, our little 1-drops, Our 1-drops make our Shaper Sanctuaries better. Maybe we start with 2 again, kind of like we did with our mono black game. See if they really go hard. Go 2 Prey Pawns instead of the full suite. Aspect of Hydra is really good for us to push through damage, but Lovestruck Beast might not be able to attack a lot, but it's a really good blocker. Scoos, maybe we want the Scoos. Go down like a Barkai Troll. Go down maybe like a Peld Collector. A couple 1-drops. Like a single Gulta. Maybe Nylea too. I just feel like it's... Trample is so good in this game. So maybe we keep the Nylea and go down the Gultas just to keep our like small stuff trample-y. Avatar is good because it can block the Looter Scooter. Maybe we go down 1 Lovestruck Beast. Or maybe we go down a Yorvo. Maybe we go down a Lovestruck Beast. I don't know. Sideboarding has always been my weak spot. I always know what I want to bring in, but I never know what I want to take out. And I think that's a pretty common thing through all of Magic. This is pretty good. If none of our stuff dies, we got a turn 2 Lovestruck Beast, which is going to be pretty tough for our opponent to beat. Or we have a turn 2 1 into Barkhide, which is also going to be pretty tough. So this is a pretty good keep here. They got a turn 1 Gitu Lava Runner. All right. So we really want a 3rd land here, because then when our Elvish Mystic inevitably dies, we're still going to be in pretty good shape. So here our opponent, wants to kill that. Play another elf. Play a Pelt Collector. If it lives, we can go elf, or use the elf, play Experiment 1 into a Barkai Troll, pump both of our little 1-drops here. We'll still have... Blossoming Defense is going to be pretty good once we start getting more land drops. Opponent gets in for 1 here. They could basically kill our whole board if they have burn spells, or they could play like a Smuggler's Copter. 2 cards into the exile zone. Shock and Bowmite Courier. Both pretty solid here. All right, so I think we go Barkhide Troll just because it can't be killed with Shock. It can block. When it dies, it'll pump our Pelt Collector. Next turn, hopefully we can play Experiment 1 and hold up Blossoming Defense. Our opponent is using a lot of resources to keep their board, or to keep our board small, which is always good. I've said it many times, but when you're playing against mono red, the more stuff they throw at your creatures, the better. There we go. Saved us 3 life. Made our Pelt Collector bigger. Come on, land. Give me land. Not a land. So yeah, we're going to play an elf. We at least have a Blossoming Defense this time to keep it alive. We're keeping up pace land drop wise and damage wise with our opponent. Blossoming Defense is pretty huge here. So mono green, it's seeming pretty powerful against the low to the ground aggro decks. Who are you shocking? Nope. That's gonna save us a lot of damage. They're not gonna attack with their creatures that aren't even big enough. So kept our Llanowar Elves alive. Next turn, they're just gonna have 2 small little things. I think we start with Steel Leaf Champion, or do we go Experiment 1 into Avatar? I think we just want a bigger board. Then once we start dropping our champions and our Love Struck Beast, our board is going to get very big and very powerful very quick. We're at a 16 life. If our opponent still doesn't make their third land drop, I feel like we're in pretty good shape. They can play a Bomat Courier for free, don't have to pay life. All right, I'm feeling pretty good. Considering we only got 2 lands, this Blossoming Defense came pretty clutch. Our opponent has had to use 2, 4, 6, 7. No, wow. Oh, God, I'm so bad at math. 2, 4, 6, 9 damage worth of burn spells to kill our stuff, and we're still going strong, so I'm feeling pretty okay here. Smuggler's Copter, hell yeah, do it up, I don't care. Let's play a Steel Leaf. Just get in with everybody, I don't even care. Do it. All right, there we go. Mono Green Stompy version 2.0. Crushing mono black, crushing mono red. Yeah, I mean, 2 mana. I think adding the Llanowar Elves, super clutch. Adding the Shaper Sanctuaries, super clutch. I mean, the first version I made was super loose, super just thrown together. But yeah, I'm feeling really good about this. Feeling good about nothing getting banned. Feeling good about just the overall vibe of the deck. There's obviously some work to be done to the sideboard. I think it's a lot better, mainly because we got the Shaper Sanctuaries in there. Main deck-wise, there's probably some more stuff we can do. I'm wondering if like Castle Garenbrig would be good, but I feel like we usually don't have enough stuff in our hand to really utilize the extra mana. Only in matches where we have a Shaper Sanctuary and we're drawing a ton of cards does that really seem like the powerful thing. I think a Life Crafter's Bestiary, if that's the card I'm thinking of, would be good because we'll be able to draw cards in like control matchups. I think maybe something that gives our whole board indestructible, like Heroic Intervention, I believe is the card, might be good against that as well, because I think control is probably our biggest weakness. Something that plays Supreme Verdict and Kaya's Wrath, just any Wrath based control deck is pretty bad for us. Luckily, right now in Pioneer, there's a lot of these low to the ground aggro decks, which you've just witnessed. This deck crushes. I think against the Simic version, we might be in rough shape because it's a similar deck, but it has some kind of interaction with like Oko and stuff. But even Oko, I mean, our stuff gets countered on it or counters on it, and they all are pretty small. So if they start Elka, like making a Pellet Collector an Elk, you're just helping us. If you're making a Yorvo an Elk, it's going to be freaking huge. Yeah, I feel really good about this deck. So thank you guys for watching. This has been Punting and Pioneer on Malta 5. And yeah, keep playing some sweet decks.